What a bloody disaster. I tell you now, if there was more snow on these hills, I'd have caused an avalanche, screaming. I put on my hiking boots. So I'm in the Bay Lough car park. I'm going to climb up a few hills today. But put on the hiking boots and laces snapped on the hiking boot. I don't know if you've ever tried to relace a hiking boot, an old hiking boot, but they're as stiff. So like I live an hour away, so I was going home. That's the end of that. I've no hiking boot. Pair of runners in the car, so I said right, let's try to relace the hiking boot. Impossible. But I remembered that I had a Swiss Army knife in my first aid kit. There's the runners. There's the laces. Swiss Army knife in the first aid kit. So you have to use the pliers off the Swiss Army knife to relace the boots. So here's the boots with the temporary laces for the day. Man, 3 or 4 times I gave up when I was going home. Right, so what are we doing today? 3 of the 100 highest mountains on my 100 highest list. The list is on mountainviews.ie, or it's in the Irish Peaks book, the Mountain Views Irish Peaks book. Sugarloaf is on the list. The height and where it is on the 100 highest list. Calm down, calm. It's on the screen there now. Then the next one is going to be Knockmealdown. That's Waterford's highest mountain. I have done it before when I did my county high points. It's Waterford's highest. The height and position on the list is there on the screen. And then the last one, the only one I haven't done out of those 3, is Knocknafallia. So that's on the list there as well now, or that's on the screen as well, of the height and where it is on the list. And just to show, look, that's the way I'm going to go. So from the car park here, you head up that way for Knockmealdown. But there's one other one on the list. It's called Knocknafallia, which I've done. No, Knockmealdowns. I've done that before too. And when you're doing Knockmealdowns, you head off up that way. Very misty looking today. Very misty looking, but the forecast is for nice weather by, time's it now? Oh my god, it's 9:10. I was supposed to start this hike. Oh, right, don't mention it again. Don't mention the laces again. I was supposed to start this hike a long time ago. I'll put a link in the description of where this car park is. I'll put a link for the mountainviews.ie for the list of the 100 highest mountains, and I'll put a link in the description for this route that I'm about to create, which is going to be on the Outdoor Active app. That's it. Let's go hiking. Don't know if it can be seen there how desperately steep that is, because it's going up into the misty fog. Came up that way from the car. I can see just over the ridge there that'll lead you back down to the car park. And at this point I'm stopping my walk because there's days now when everything is just telling you stop the walk. I'm asthmatic and I'm walking there now for about 45 minutes, having started 45 minutes late because of my lace debacle. And I left my inhaler in the car, so I'm going to have to walk back down. That's going to take 25 more minutes to then restart my walk. What'll I be at that stage? Maybe 2.5 hours later than I had intended. Will it be that long? Let me just do the maths there now. It took me about 45 minutes to sort out the laces. Let's say 45 to here, that's 1.5 hours. Half an hour back down, that's 2 hours. 45 to get back to this point. I'm going to say 2.5 hours just to pick up my inhaler. It's the only essential piece of first aid I need, because if I have an asthma, wheezy bout, which are rare enough, like they're very rare, my asthma is very under control. But just coming up this hill, if you've ever done Knockmealdown or Knockmealdowns, and I've said that in my Knockmealdowns video, it's lung bursting straight up out of the car because you're not warmed up, and you go, it's really steep. If you ever have done it, or if you ever plan on doing it, there's your warning. So by the time I get back to my car, just to grab my inhaler, the blue inhaler, the relief inhaler, because the breathing's a bit shallow there now with the steepness, but I think I'd be okay to push on. But if I'm two hours into this hike and then I do need my inhaler, it's gonna be it'll be a mountain rescue situation, I'd say. So that's the story I have to give up. So I'm putting this at the start of the real video just to kind of say one of the days I had to stop, and that's okay, you know. I've done videos on Temple Hill where I had to turn back. I think the Comeras I turned back. Mahon Falls, Comeras, turned back on that one. You live to fight another day because you can be an idiot. A fine line between stupid and brave, as I always say, and if I carry on here now it'll be being stupid, not brave, because if I have an asthma attack on top of a mountain, that's curtains for me. So, you know, my asthma is very, very under control. I usually don't need an inhaler at all, but between the laces now and that inhaler, man, there is no mojo. Zero mojo. What the hell, I came up with a plan B, didn't I? So I went back to my car, had a big old cry for myself that I wasn't going to go hill walking. Had a bit of lunch, ate a bit of a sandwich, had a cup of coffee, and prepared to head home with my tail between my legs. Look at where I've parked my car now instead. So, I've never had an asthma attack in my whole life, but sure, wouldn't today be the day? So 3 things knocked me back today. At the start of the day, the laces broke in both my boots. I had to restring those. That took forever and it was very frustrating. Had to use the little wee pliers. I forgot a charging cable for my phone, so I have a power bank and I do not want to be without my phone. So I almost, no, that wouldn't be a reason to give up, but the asthma inhaler, 100%, that is a major safety thing. Never had an asthma attack, but I could be short of breath and that could trigger an asthma attack. So, now here's the thing. I have done the Sugarloaf, I have done Knockmealdown. I'm going to insert a picture of me on top of Knockmealdown there, just to prove it. I did it with a group one time, I did it with a buddy one time. I think I did it with my nephews one time as well. So I've done those 2. They're off my list already. I was just doing them today to have a day in the hills. And I was planning like an 8-hour hike. There's been nobody up here now today except sheep. Look at that lovely snow, except we've got these tracks here. A sheep or a dog or a... Oh, look at that, that's not a sheep's paw print. And you probably wouldn't see a dog up here without its walking person. So I don't know, is it a fox or something? Who knows? Answers on a postcard. The only one that I haven't done out of the 3 that I planned today was Knocknafallia. So I had a look at the map and I was like, do you know what? If I drive around to the other side of these mountains, to the other side of Knockmealdowns, Knockmeal Mountain is on this side and Knocknafallia is much easier to access. So like, let's take this as take 2 with the clapperboard. Take 2. Hi everybody! Today's hike is Knocknafallia. It's on the 100 highest list. And I'm going to insert where it is on the 100 highest list on the Mountain Views website, mountainviews.ie, and the Irish Peaks Mountain Views book. But there's where it is on the 100 highest list. And there's what the height of it is. I will put a link in the description to where I parked my car. And I will put a link in the description to the Mountain Views list. And a link to this route up Knocknafallia. Jesus, look at that one. That's pretty deep. So once again, I'm reminded of the don't give up thing, my Tom Crean story. just kind of keep pushing on, you know, within the realms of safety. I had to turn back on Knockmealdown because they're an inhaler. I had no choice. It just would not have been a runner. But I'm getting my first look at Knock. What's it called? Anyway, that's Knockmeal. So anybody who ever wanted to do Knockmeal, it's a nice straight run. Now I can't really walk in the snow, but that looks like it's the normal path. It's too deep and it's like running in quicksand, so I've had to go into the heather stuff here, which is grand. But that's Knockmeal, that's Knocknafallia. That's my first view of it here now. So it's going to be a nice day out. The thing that broke my heart the most about pulling out of the Knockmealdown hike earlier on there was that I can only hike at the weekends because I'm busy with work, and I have 3 kids. Family life is really busy. So really kind of once a month and only at the weekends, and the weather has to be good. And the forecast for today, as it has turned out to be, sunny and clear despite the snowy conditions we've had for the last while. This is January 2025, by the way. First couple of weeks of January 2025 have been dominated in the news by the snow. We didn't get it in Middleton because we're too near the coast, but I can see that it's all melting here now. And today the weather forecast, I didn't even believe it yesterday because it was raining all day yesterday. I did not believe that today would be a clear and sunny day like it was forecasting, but it has turned out to be exactly that. I see all this misty hills over here will burn away as well. There's the big yellow ball. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I didn't go home, that I came around to the other side of Knockmealdowns to go up this thing. Whoa, Nelly. So you can't really, right, if you see this fence here, see it goes kind of at a 90 degrees back that way. That fence brings you all the way back to where the car is. Really thick snow, too thick to walk in. I had to walk across all the heathery side banks there. That's grand. Sank into it a lot of times. Knockmealdowns. That's Knockmealdowns over there. Look, that one's sticking up. I had to look it up on the map app. Knockmealdowns. Christ, how do foreign people pronounce any of these Irish things? And I'm totally getting that wrong. So look, I just turned it on to say this. My path comes pretty straight up that way. Very hard to get lost with the fence and all that, and if you follow the route I'm on. But this is where we'll branch off now. Knocknafallia, isn't it? Knocknafallia is where I'm going. And if you wanted to go on over that way towards maybe that's Knockmeal, is it? Oh Christ, where am I even looking? So I'm looking that way. No, that's Knockmealdowns. That's Knockmealdowns. I don't know. If I had my map, my proper map, well, it's in my bag, I could just check with my proper map and compass and really figure out who that is. Who are you? Knockmealdowns. Oh, way in the back there I could see the Galties, but I won't try and show it yet till I get up higher. So this is Knocknafallia. We're going to head up there now. Once again, repeating. That's super steep. That is crazy crackers bananas steep. It's going to be a slog and a half, but on the camera it doesn't look steep at all, because that's just how do you ever look at the moon, a full moon, and it's huge, then you take a picture of it and it's tiny? So yeah, that's the kind of an optical illusion thing that's going on. So it's the same here. That's huge and really steep, but it doesn't look it. So yeah, let's crack on. When I get up a bit higher, I should have a better view of the path I came up, so I'll show that. Should have a really nice view of the Knockmealdowns and Knockmealdowns, and also of the Galties. And what else might we be able to see? It's a bit misty on the ground, I can see foggy stuff, but might be able to see as far as the cameras, and maybe Slievenamon, stuff like that. Alright, loving it, by the way. I adore hiking so much, man, and I love doing it on my own, and I love the peace and quiet of it. So happy I did this in the end instead of going home. Phew, we made it. after almost not making it. Oi, somewhere to sit down in the ice. Alright, so what are we looking at? Over there peeking out is the Knockmealdown, Waterford's highest mountain. Over there peeking up over that little one is Crowhan West. That little roundy shaped one there is Knockmeal. And I'm on top of Knocknafallia. Whoop whoop! Where is it on the 100 highest list? I can't remember. But it's on there. Great day out. Now this isn't essentially the top, this is a cairn at the top, but the real top is just a small bit over there. So I will make the effort to go over. Is it just over there? Just there. The actual top. So I will do that. The top of Knocknafallia. Happy days. The real top. Slipping and sliding. The real top. Right, so now that I'm at the real top, I have a better view of Knockmealdown. Remember I was saying earlier, this is Knockmealdown here. Now that I'm here, it's a serious trek from Knockmealdown across to here to Knocknafallia. A serious trek. I do have Knockmealdown done already and Sugarloaf done already. Now I've Knocknafallia done. Did I say it's the 86th highest? Gonna sign off now. That's the end of this video until I see something worthwhile on the way back down. I don't think I will. The way back down, fairly straightforward. A beginner hike, absolutely. So easy, no navigation required. One caveat is make sure it's a nice clear day, okay? Follow a phone app, do whatever, take it easy. Fantastic beginner hike and amazing views of the Knockmealdowns. Can't really see the Galties. Well, I can, but it's not going to be visible on the camera. It is directly over there, the Galties. It's just a little bit too misty. So yeah, not the view, not the perfecto pristine 10 out of 10 view, but a really nice view for me. You just can't see it on the camera because it just doesn't do it justice, folks. So signing off. All right, on to the next one.